What marketing processes or tasks do you feel can or will benefit most from Gen AI, and which ones do you feel are least likely to benefit?
So I think writing is the answer everyone would assume I would give for what's going to benefit the most, but I would actually say it's strategy. I think it's the most often overlooked way to use these tools is as a strategy assistant. Um, I rarely hear it talked about as people doing it. So I think that the process that can benefit most is strategy, and in part, I think that because it's the hardest thing to teach. So I always said, like at my agency for 16 years, like I would hire people. I felt like I could train writing, I could train a lot of things. I couldn't teach strategy to someone who didn't already have strategic abilities. Like you, you really need like it's a very rare skill to be a deep strategic thinker, but it's so valuable in marketing. And I see these AI tools as an ability to really democratize strategic planning, almost in a sense of how we're doing it with coding, where like anybody could build an app. I think we could use these tools to give strategic ability to people who maybe struggled with that. So I think that's a huge area where we could see massive lift in for marketers. And then least likely to benefit, I would say in the near term, it might go back to the data side because while it's going to be super helpful and while it can crunch numbers and do all kinds of interesting things with like ChatGPT code interpreter and Gemini from Google is going to have these abilities and things like that, it's not reliable yet. And so I think in the near term, we're not going to see like dramatic shifts in how these tools drive huge efficiencies from a data perspective until they become a little bit more reliable, which could happen next year. I mean, it's going to happen. I just don't know when it's going to happen.
And just like with, ChatGPT, when you're writing, you still need, from a data side of things, you still need someone putting the data in that knows what they're putting in and what they want from it. So that
Yeah.
there's a whole learning curve from that side of things as well.